Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, something invisible is holding you back? You meditate, you visualize, you dream big, but reality just doesn't follow. What if I told you it's not your fault? It's because you're playing a cosmic game without knowing the rules. In this video, you'll finally uncover the 12 universal laws that silently shape your thoughts, your energy, your destiny. And once you understand them, nothing in your life stays the same. Everything that exists is part of the same living current, like a breath shared by stars and souls alike. Behind the illusion of separation, there's a cosmic pulse that binds every thought, every choice, every being. In the silence between heartbeats, this truth whispers to those willing to listen. We are not isolated minds floating in a void. We are the void dreaming of itself, consciously. When a person speaks, it's not just their voice echoing in the world, it's the resonance of the entire universe taking form through them. The gentle movement of your thoughts, your emotions, your intentions, all of them ripple through this sacred network like threads of light dancing in space. It's not just about you, it's about the we that you carry within. Recognizing this oneness transforms how you see pain, joy, and even strangers passing by. Nothing is random, and no connection is accidental. Each encounter, each reflection, is a sacred mirror asking, what part of myself am I meeting today? Reflect on this. Who in your life might actually be the universe reminding you of your true self? Spiritual practice tip. Tonight, close your eyes under the sky, whisper gratitude to the moon, to every person you've met, and feel how they live inside you. Try a silent meditation focused on feeling connected to the whole. Share your soul. Have you ever felt an invisible thread pulling you towards someone or something? Comment below and let the community know what that moment revealed to you, and what if what you've learned so far is just the surface. We dive into the heartbeat of creation itself, a secret that has always been vibrating within you. Everything in this universe is moving, even when it seems still. Rocks hum, thoughts ripple, and emotions throb like waves across the ether. The soul isn't still either. It vibrates in rhythms that attract, repel, and transform. That's why some moments feel right. They match your inner frequency. When you're aligned with peace, peace finds you. When your heart beats in fear, life responds with more of what confirms it. The law doesn't judge, it reflects. Just like tuning forks that resonate in harmony, your emotions act as the signal towers of your energetic field. What you feel is what you're dialing in. That's why shifts don't always start outside. Real transformation begins when you adjust the frequency within. Want to change your relationships, your income, your health? Then change the music you're playing inside. Your vibe is your signature. It tells the universe exactly what to echo back to you. Spiritual practice. Tip: light a candle and sit with a quartz crystal. Breathe deeply and visualize your body as a luminous instrument. Ask yourself, what frequency am I vibrating at today? Journal the answer and repeat this practice for 7 days. Let's vibrate together. Comment below with one word that describes the energy you want to live in. Let's create a chorus of intentional vibrations. Are you ready to feel the pull of destiny and take the first step into co-creation? Because what comes next is not just about dreaming, it's about doing. Have you ever felt lost, disconnected from who you really are? I created 3 transformative ebooks to help you reconnect with your true essence. Click on the link in the pinned comment and begin your transformation now. Dreams are sacred seeds, but seeds don't bloom by staring at the sky. They need the soil of your effort, the water of your commitment, and the sun of your aligned actions. The universe listens, yes, but it also watches. Are you truly ready to move toward what you say you want? Many souls awaken to their desires, but hesitate at the threshold of movement. They wait for the perfect moment, the sign, the alignment of stars. But what they often miss is this: action is the sign. It's the first note of a new song, the first brushstroke on the canvas of reality. Each step you take, no matter how small, breaks the inertia of old timelines. The law of action doesn't demand perfection. It asks for motion. Inspired action is a portal. It bridges thoughts and outcomes, desires and manifestations, dreams and life itself. Spiritual practice. Tip: choose one action you've been postponing. A call, a journal entry, a walk in nature with intention. Do it today. Then notice how the universe responds. Now it's your turn. What's one step you've been afraid to take lately? Comment below and name it. Voicing it may be your first move toward it. What if that action you've been avoiding is the very key that unlocks the hidden patterns of your inner world? We journey into the realm of reflections, where your outer life begins to speak your inner truth. Did you enjoy the content and it made a difference for you? Click on Super Thanks and support our work. As above, so below. As within, so without. These ancient words aren't just poetry. They're a cosmic code. Life isn't happening to you. It's happening through you. Your external world is a mirror, faithfully echoing what resides in the hidden chambers of your inner self. A chaotic reality often reveals a restless mind. Repeated patterns in love, finances, or self-worth don't arise by chance. They're letters from your soul, written in the language of experience. To change the reflection, you must first cleanse the mirror. Look within with honesty and ask, what belief is shaping what I see? This is the path of the mystic, to read the world as scripture written by your own subconscious, not to blame, but to reclaim. Healing doesn't always come from fixing the outside. Sometimes it comes from closing your eyes and tending to the garden you carry inside. Spiritual practice. Tip: each morning, look into your own eyes in the mirror and ask, what truth do I need to face today? Let the silence answer. Write it down, reflect, open your story. Has your reality ever mirrored an inner truth you didn't want to admit? Share below. Your reflection might awaken someone else's. And what if your entire life is a coded message from your higher self, waiting to be decoded? Let's explore the hidden mechanics behind every outcome. A divine dance of cause and effect awaits. Nothing you do is ever without consequence. Not a word, not a thought, not even a silent emotion. The universe is a masterful weaver, and every thread you pull sends ripples across the fabric of your reality. This isn't punishment or reward, it's reflection. Pure, precise, unbiased. When someone sows kindness, they aren't just planting hope in another. They're watering the roots of their own destiny. Likewise, when we act in fear or resentment, the energy we send returns like a boomerang with a lesson wrapped inside. Life is always responding, always echoing back the tone of our intentions. To master this law is to become deliberate with your presence. Are you reacting or responding? Are your actions aligned with the future you wish to build? Each moment offers a choice, to perpetuate the old or to begin anew. Your destiny is not just something you receive, it's something you create with every breath. Spiritual practice. Tip: before making any major decision, pause and ask, what effect will this cause carry? Visualize its ripple. Let your inner wisdom be your compass. Your ripple matters. Share a moment where something you did or said came back to you in an unexpected way. What did it teach you? But what if there's more, a hidden system that not only balances but compensates your every move? We'll uncover how the universe ensures nothing is ever lost, only transformed. The universe doesn't forget. Every drop of energy you release, in thought, word, or deed, returns, but not always in the form you expect. Sometimes blessings arrive wrapped in silence. Other times they come as lessons dressed as loss. Still, the law never fails. You will always receive what matches your vibration and effort. This compensation isn't just about rewards. It's about restoration. What you give from the heart returns multiplied, not because the universe owes you, but because it reflects you. Even when it seems like nothing is changing, the scales are shifting, often beyond the reach of sight. Aligning with this law means honoring your efforts, even when unseen, giving even when no one is watching, trusting even when results are delayed. Your role is to show up with presence and purpose. The universe will handle the return in perfect timing with divine precision. Spiritual practice. Tip: for 7 days, offer something valuable to someone each day. A kind word, a moment of your time, a small act of service. Then write down what comes back to you in ways you didn't expect. Give voice to your balance. Have you ever received a blessing that felt like it came out of nowhere? Share it with us. Your story may be the sign someone else needs. But what if you could call in your desires not only by giving, but by magnetizing? We awaken the inner force that pulls the universe toward you. Thoughts are not just whispers in your head. They are magnetic frequencies echoing through the cosmos. What you focus on expands. What you feel deep within is summoned. The law of attraction isn't wishful thinking. It's quantum alignment between your inner world and your unfolding reality. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. If you're rooted in lack, even your most hopeful desires become fogged with scarcity. But when you vibrate in gratitude, in joy, in knowing, the universe rushes to meet you at that frequency. Your inner state becomes a lighthouse, and what's meant for you finds its way. To master this law is to treat every thought as sacred, every emotion as a signal. It's to become intentional with your energy, not by controlling the outcome, but by tuning your essence. Want to shift your life? Then shift what you're broadcasting from within. Spiritual practice tip: begin each day by writing 3 emotions you want to feel. Then act, speak, and think in ways that align with them. Become the energy before seeking the result. Call in your vision. What's one thing you deeply desire to manifest? Share it with intention in the comments, not as a hope, but as a declaration. And if attraction is real, what happens when you harness not just thoughts, but raw energy itself? We explore the secret art of transmutation and how to reshape the invisible to create the visible. Energy is never static. It doesn't vanish, it evolves. Every thought, no matter how heavy, holds the potential to rise into light. Every fear can become fuel. Every shadow, if faced with awareness, becomes the soil from which new versions of you are born. This is the alchemy of the soul. You are not a prisoner of your past or your current emotional state. The fire within you, your consciousness, is the eternal catalyst. When you choose to feel differently, act differently, or think differently, you shift the entire structure of your energetic blueprint, and with it, your reality begins to mold itself anew. This law invites you to become a conscious transformer, not denying the dark, but moving through it with wisdom. You are an energetic sculptor, always shaping the formless into form. Choose beauty, choose peace, and let every moment be your canvas. Spiritual practice. Tip: choose one recurring negative emotion. Instead of suppressing it, sit with it in meditation. Then visualize it rising like smoke and transforming into light. Repeat daily until it changes form naturally. Be the alchemist. Have you ever turned a painful experience into something powerful or beautiful? Share your transmutation. Your story might spark someone else's, but if energy can be transmuted, how do we measure our progress when everything seems relative? The next law reveals the hidden metric that helps you reclaim your own path without comparison. Nothing has meaning until you give it one. Every experience, whether joyful or painful, is neutral at its core, a vessel waiting for your interpretation. Through this law, the universe teaches us that comparison distorts clarity. Your journey is sacred not because it's perfect, but because it's yours. We often fall into the trap of measuring our growth by the pace or path of others. But what if your delays are divine timing? What if your failures are hidden teachings crafted just for your soul? Relativity reminds us that life isn't a race, it's a mirror. And that mirror doesn't lie, but it reflects what you choose to see. To live this law is to reclaim perspective. When you feel lost, ask, compared to what? When you feel behind, ask, whose clock am I using? Let your own rhythm guide you, because your truth isn't relative. It's radiant in its uniqueness. Spiritual practice tip. Whenever you feel comparison creeping in, place your hand over your heart and say, "My path is unfolding in perfect order." Repeat it until peace returns. Open your heart. When did you realize your timing was different and perfect? Share a moment where comparison dissolved and clarity emerged. And if relativity reveals your unique journey, what happens when opposites begin to merge? We unveil the sacred paradox that gives birth to inner balance. Every truth carries its opposite, every emotion its counterpart. Joy would have no meaning without sorrow. Light can only be seen in contrast to the dark. The universe is a dance of dualities, and through this dance we learn balance, strength, and deeper wisdom. This law doesn't exist to divide, it exists to awaken. When you experience rejection, it's the polarity of connection calling you to value it more. When you're in despair, it's only because hope is quietly nearby, waiting to be seen. Everything you're going through has an equal and opposite force trying to meet you halfway. To work with polarity is to stop resisting what is. It's to say, this pain has a purpose. This darkness is revealing my light. When you embrace both sides of the spectrum, you stop swinging wildly between extremes and begin to live from the center, grounded, whole, and powerful. Spiritual practice. Tip. The next time you feel emotionally overwhelmed, write down the opposite of that feeling. Then do one small thing to embody it. Watch the shift unfold from within. Your polarity story. Have you ever experienced a low point that revealed something beautiful? Tell us. Your duality might help someone else find their balance. But if life is a dance between opposites, could there be a deeper rhythm guiding the whole? What you're about to discover will change how you see time, cycles, and your own seasons. Life breathes in waves. Inhale, exhale. Everything rises, then falls. Joy flows in, sorrow follows. Then peace settles like still water. This rhythm isn't chaos, it's choreography. A divine sequence where each high and low has its place in the unfolding of your soul's story. When you're in a season of growth, it feels infinite. But when you're in a valley, it can feel like forever. This law reminds you, nothing stays the same. Just as the moon waxes and wanes, your experiences are part of a sacred cadence, one that brings movement, evolution, and rest. The key is to ride the wave, not to cling when things are high, nor collapse when they dip. When you learn to flow with life's rhythms instead of resisting them, you find grace. You become like the ocean, vast, deep, and unshaken by the surface winds. Spiritual practice. Tip. Observe the current season of your life. Is it time to sow, grow, rest, or release? Journal your rhythm daily for one moon cycle and honor where you are. Flow with us. Have you noticed your own life's rhythms, moments of expansion and contraction? Share below how you've learned to flow with them. And if rhythm governs the flow of time, what hidden force governs the flow of creation itself? The answer lies in this sacred dance of energies, a final law that reveals the essence of all becoming. Within every being pulses a sacred duality, the active and the receptive principle, impulse and contemplation, doing and being. The law of gender reveals that all forms of creation, physical, spiritual or emotional, emerge from the harmonious union between the masculine and feminine energies present in all of us. These energies do not belong to a body, but to an internal vibrational field that longs for balance. Masculine energy moves us outward, inspiring focus, action, and direction. Feminine energy calls us inward, nurturing intuition, receptivity, and the gestation of ideas and feelings. When one of these forces is neglected, we feel fatigue, confusion, or blockage. But when both are honored and integrated, reality flows naturally, like a river that knows when to rush and when to rest. Cultivating this inner balance is a profound act of self-knowledge. It allows us to live more authentically, creatively, and in tune with the rhythm of life. By recognizing when it's time to act with firmness or to surrender to silence and listening, we align with the true power of the universe, the power to create not only with our hands, but with our entire soul. This state of integration is not a destination, but a daily practice, a constant reminder that we are both sky and earth, both light and shadow, both structure and flow. Spiritual practice. Take a few minutes each day to feel which of these energies is asking for your attention. Use the body as a thermometer. Tension calls for gentleness. Dispersion calls for direction. Honor both with simple actions, from a structured routine to moments of introspection and deep listening. Share your experience. Have you ever felt out of balance between doing and feeling? What was it like to rediscover that harmony within yourself? Share in the comments. Your journey may light the way for another seeker. Now that you've seen how these 12 universal laws are shaping every part of your reality, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you keep living on autopilot, or finally step into your power as a conscious creator? Tell me in the comments, which law resonated with your soul the most? And here's a challenge. For the next 7 days, choose one law and live it with full awareness. Watch what shifts. If you felt the energy in this video, subscribe and activate notifications. Your journey is just beginning. If the universe responds to your vibration, what if it's already preparing to give back everything you thought you lost? In the next video, you'll discover how your darkest moments were never the end, but the setup for a divine restoration.